Now, before the call preparation. All right, so take notes, guys, of this thing. This is basically where what all I'm covering. It's majorly about inbound calls. Okay, how do you do inbound call? Up until now, we have given you some section of outbound script, right? That is how do you do outbound reach in a webinar funnel, and it can be used in any funnel just by making slight changes in it, right? This one is focused more towards inbound call. For those of you who doesn't understand inbound call, what it is, it's basically a call that's already pre-booked for you, somebody has booked it for you. You just need to get into the call or a Zoom call and close it. You just need to conduct the session, right? No other efforts required, right? So how, when that is happening in that sort of setting, how do you, use it? Okay. What do you do exactly? We'll be covering. Okay. So first of all, guys, once you are speaking to somebody, you will already be having details of prospect, right? So you want to do is go online and research about it. I usually go to Facebook and research. There are a lot of apps as well in the market these days that in which you can just type the number and it will show you Facebook account, Truecaller, and that sort of stuff. So you can search it online. I will let you guys know. Maybe my friend is using some app. You can message me later. I can let you know. But this is good. Why you want to do research online is because it's gonna help you get an understanding of the prospect. Like just imagine for a second. You are, let's say Manoj is your prospect, right? And he booked a call with you. The only thing you know is Manoj Kumar booked a call for 2 p.m. Yeah. And let's say you know a bit like he's a software engineer. Yeah, he's planning to start his business. That's it. Usually this sort of thing you will know, right? And now you're getting on call. So you gotta ask him to get to know and stuff, right? But just imagine another scenario where you went and you searched about him online, Manoj Kumar, a guy from Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh, yeah, who has recently visited Bangalore, right? And because you're seeing his Facebook, yeah, and you're checking his Instagram also, that is public account. And now you're getting to know he likes traveling. And then you're also getting to know that he is also do some selfless service, right? Because you saw his Instagram, right? Now, when you're getting on call, would that be fair to say that it will be slightly easier for you to connect with him to make a better connection? Yeah. Or you think in the first position also you will still be making better connection? Yeah. Yes or no, guys? Yeah, right. On call, clients will think that he does some research on me. I don't have to talk about it, Karna. Like you don't really have to say like, oh, if you just want to, even if you want to touch a topic, you can slightly use, like, oh no, you don't want to mention you have done a background check. I don't really talk about it. Like I used to use those strategies, that like you got to do rapport building. If he's saying he's from Delhi, you say, I also visited Delhi. They say they teach you like that, right? If he's in Bangalore, you say, I also live in Bangalore. You don't have to do those sort of stuff, because people usually are able to get to know if you're lying. You'll get to know, right? The energy is such, the truth, the energy of truth and lying energy is different, right? So I don't never want to do that, right? We're gonna be straight starting on call, and I'm gonna show you how do you start that, right? So if you'll be doing like rapport building like that, all that sort of stuff, forget it. You don't need to use it. Don't say, don't that sort of rapport building. You don't need to use it. It's not required. Yeah. Okay, read the notes about the prospect. You already be having notes about him. Yeah. Notes in the sense like as it's a pre-booked call. So of course this guy have filled some details about him, right? You want to read that. Or if a setter booked the call, you want to get to know. You can speak to a setter as well. Usually there is a process. Setter has filled notes for you. You can see that, right? Prepare yourself and stay calm at least 10 minutes before the call, right? That's most important, right? What happens is like suddenly let's say just coming from outside, right? You were in different mood and that sort of stuff. Like, oh, it's 10 p.m. Suddenly, let me get on my call. 10 a.m. Yeah, I had a call booked. Suddenly you are here, right? No, man, it's not gonna work. Like suddenly in that sort of aura you were, and then you hear like it just take time sometimes to get back into your situation, right? As per research, also it takes about some few minutes to get into. So what you want to do is 10 minutes at least before the call, you want to sit and do nothing. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. If you want, you can read about the prospect online, or you can just tell yourself that certainty statement. Yeah, I'm a master closer and I can close any deal I want. Yeah. A lot of people, what they do is they listen to the music, right? That can encourage them, that, boost them up, they can do anything. But typically just relax, just do even nothing, just read online, you know, doing nothing, right? That's the best way, I get into the call with full conviction, knowing 100% I will close, right? So this has been the way I do my calls, right? Now, when I'm getting on a call, I tell myself, I know I'm gonna close. I will close 100%, full conviction. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna do that. That people teach assume close and all. You imagine, picture you closing them. I'm not gonna do all of that sort of stuff. Believe I'm close. That's what I do. Yeah, full conviction, full from inside. I know I'm gonna close. Yeah, 100%. Now, when I get on call with that sort of conviction, would it be fair to say, guys, my chances of closing is much higher because my belief is so strong, right? And even if I don't close, that's fine. I won't take it close to my heart. That's fine. I will nurture this prospect. Yeah, I will nurture and close. And we're going to teach you nurturing as well, right? But when you tell this thing to yourself, your conversion is going to be much, much higher. You need to full conviction, you need to say, I'm a master closer and I can close any deal I want. Yeah, full conviction, get on a call, right? I don't think of any objection, guys, and you don't need to. You know what happens a lot of times when if you will be just getting started with inbound calls or even like experienced closer, they're getting on call, they think in the last call they saw objection, somebody gave an objection, money objection, they're like, now they're getting on a call. What if this guy also says I don't have money? Yeah. What if I just need some time, I understand. You're just getting on a call and this is what is going in your mind. And you know what happens? If you have done closing, you will see same objection prospect gonna give you. Yeah. Manoj, isn't it what happened with you? It happened with me.
It happens a lot, guys. Trust me. I'm telling this. So we used to get some objections, one or two, three times. We start feeling about it, what I'm gonna do if we got it again and again. If you're believing it, trust me, it will happen again and again. And it happened with me and Aniket as well.
Right. Yeah. So you don't want to think of any objection, okay? Because it's gonna come on call. I still don't know the logic, guys. Don't know. Research must be going on. But if you're gonna think of it, exactly that objection come. Even on second call, same objection gonna come. Yeah. Manoj, you should do some research about it, right? But then I came to the terms sales is spiritual. So what are you thinking here? You're transfer. Even before this guy comes on the call, that it's all connected. You're passing that. Yeah. So we're not gonna pass. What we're gonna pass them? This one. I'm gonna close. Full conviction. 100% full conviction. I'm gonna close. That's what I do, right? I send a text message on WhatsApp to remind them about the call. Usually, if you are, if you are fortunate enough that you have an appointment setter who is doing that for you, good. But sometimes it's good. Most of the time, if there is no such facility, even if we have automation system now, we have our appointment setting platform and all we use, that sends WhatsApp reminder and all for the call. But AI can't beat human, right? So human element is always going to win, right? So you're gonna send a text message, yeah, don't be a so big guy that you can't even message people, right? You can message, yeah. Hi Manoj, this is Aniket, and I'm looking forward to our call. Here's a quick, quick 2 minute PDF I wanted to drop with you that will get you ready for the call. Just drop something valuable, right? It can be as short as a 5-7 minute video by influencer, right? Usually these processes are already developed by us, but in case you're closing somewhere outside, then you develop this process, right? You want to send something before the call. So this will get them ready. This will get them warmed up, Yeah. If they have not seen any sort of content before, or even if they does have seen, you still want to give something, a lot of lead magnets that influencer will have. You want to share that with prospect. Now release all your attachment to the yes. We have attachments to it, right? Oh, I want to get yes, Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, I want to close this person. No, you need to focus on accurate, accurate diagnosis. Release your attachment to yes and focus on whether there is a sale to be made in the first place. Yeah. Whether this guy has a problem that I can solve. Right. Like example, like I used to close for a guy named Gopal Krishnan. He sells coaching, coaching for coaches. How do you build a coaching business? If some of you know, right? And sometimes what used to happen is people come up, we do tuition, coaching center, right? Now, doing a self-development business, coaching business, that means like selling online courses, and doing a tuition is a different thing. And we don't do that. They can get some benefit by learning advertising, but it's not meant for them. So I do not use to close them. I do not like. We're just only gonna work with people whom we can help. You know, that's where my focus is. So I'm gonna understand what's their problem is, if we can like, even solve in the first place. So what happens is when you go with that approach, guys, you're not sales focused, right? And you ask questions to discover, to see if I can help. And you're more curious right now. Yeah, you're more curious because you're seeing if I can help. So if you're seeing like if I can help, then only I'm gonna. So you ask good questions actually, right? Like if Manoj is coming to me and Manoj says, Aniket, can you teach me closing? Then I'm like, I'm actually not sure. Let me first ask you a few questions just to understand, Manoj, if I can help you in the first place. Because maybe I cannot help you, because we only work with, specific kind of audience because that's what we are great at. Does that make sense, Manoj? Oh yeah, sure, and it makes sense, right? Now, as a prospect, Manoj will be like, "Wow, man, this guy seems smart. He's gonna tell me on my face." And now, do you feel he's gonna open up more, right? Yeah, he's gonna open up more. Yeah, and now maybe he wanna sell cars, right? I may not like teaching somebody to sell cars because I want to do something that I enjoy more, right? Maybe online courses because it has a great demand, right? So I may say no to him, right? But I'm going to focus on diagnosing. Yeah. And then when I know, okay, this kind of person I can close, my influencer has told me these are the audiences we can close. Good, we're going to close, right? Don't judge the prospect in any way. Not at all recommended, right? Like I said, what do you think? It get transferred, then it comes out, right? You don't want to be in that loop, guys. Don't judge again, already 2 3 times I've mentioned, right? It's powerful, guys. It's very powerful. Like one day I was on a call with a prospect. He was telling me that his girlfriend left him. Yeah, his girlfriend left him, and then he expresses emotion. I'm like, okay, then what do you want to do? He says, I want to beat her. He's like, I feel like he was saying in like funny way that if like that's what I would do. Now, of course, like as you human being, like, kya aadmi hai? Yeah, what kind of man he is, you may think like that. I didn't think like that, because I don't want to judge him. Because if I judge, transfer of feeling, right? When you're seeing somebody negative, you don't want to work with. Do you want to work with negative people? No, right? It's that's how it is. But a doctor doesn't see that, right? If somebody killer is coming and he says, "Sir, kata hai yahan pe," right? It not no judging, right? It's profession. That's his profession. Somebody's karma doesn't matter, right? It's with him, right? So you're gonna see, oh yeah, okay, so I understand, Mr. Prospect. I'm sure some frustration you have about your personal life, but I would like you to talk about this thing. Why do you want to build a business? You're gonna interrupt him and bring it to the point, right? But no judging, right? So there's a quote, right? You might write it down. Be curious, not judgmental. Be curious, right? When you're curious, you ask questions. When you're judgmental, you judge, right? Be curious, comma, not judgmental, right? Now, so next thing is understand sales is not a game. It's more about meeting people heart to heart. Yeah. People say it's a game, it's a numbers game, and again, I'll just dial 100 and I'm gonna, become a six-figure earner. Game. It's not a game, man. It's a It's not a game. For me, it's not a game. For me, it's a profession. I'm serious about it. I'm changing people's life with it. So for me, it's a connection. It's a way I'm changing life, right? It's my profession. Some people say their profession is God to them, like some religious work. There's religion to them, right? Sales can be a religion for you as well, right? Heart to heart. Yeah. And if we feel we can help them, we onboard them, right? As simple as it is, right? So if even if you are speaking to 4 people, you closed one good 25% conversion rate. That's a good, nice, conversion rate, right? And heart to heart, right? That's what we're doing. We're changing the life, guys. Yeah. You know that, right? Release all emotions from the previous call. Most important, guys. All stress from the work and be in a calm state of mind to give your prospect full individual attention. most important, because sometimes it might happen that this other call was bad. You're just done with the call, you realize I didn't even ask proper questions. Oh my God, that guy was so rude to me, you know. Now, when you're in that sort of emotion, when you enter on the other call, you will mess up the other call also, because the emotion, whatever you think of expands. Write down whatever you think of more, it expands, right? What do you want to think of? Positive, right? Positivity. I'm the best. I'm the best. Fine. What all happened? Done. Every new call is a new opportunity, right? Every new call is a new opportunity, right? One bus goes, another comes, right? And you're gonna have unlimited leads if you're working on right opportunity, unlimited leads, right? You don't need to think, right? Call was bad, bad, let it go, right? Next call I'm gonna close. Next call is gonna be the best call, one of the best call that I'm gonna have, that sort of mindset, right? And you want to give your prospect full attention, right? Now, how are you going to give full attention? Here's how you do, right? Be in a quiet room without noise, right? And distractions. If you have something like some sort of sound comes in or anything distraction, you might want to change that, change it. Yeah. Yeah. And if you don't take prospect seriously by being in a nice, noiseless room, prospect will also not take you seriously and you will lose the sale, right? That's how it is. Heart to heart, right? If you're not doing something, you're not taking him serious, why would he, right? Yeah, if you're not taking me serious, which I will get to know by seeing your faces, you know, what's gonna happen, right? And if I don't take you seriously, I'm like, I'm coming my time. You're like, what kind of trainer are you? I don't know, learn from him, you know, right? So we gotta be equal, right? So we gotta take things seriously. Then only they will take us seriously. You are also a prospect for me in a manner, right? Yeah, I'm taking you seriously. That's why I'm showing up, right? So that's what it is, right? So you gotta be in a nice, classy room. Make sure if you have a background bad, right? It's not fine. Use a cover that we are, like something like this. What do we call it? Virtual background, right? That's what we want to use, guys. Yeah. So this is what we do before the call, right? Good, nice notes. This is the same strategies that my mentor has used, who himself alone has closed about 1.5 million, guys. 1.5 million. How much is it? About 10 crore, guys. A lot of money, right? He became a world's best closer award winner. Abhiyant has been from the same community. Oh, Abhiyant, they have some learned from Danlock, These strategies I learned from him and these works, right? If we have closed like about 10 CR or 1.5 million, your client close 1 crore, right? This year before the year ends, right? At least 1 CR, maybe more than that, right?